Thanks for tuning in to my gaming podcast, Gems in Gaming, where I play various games and tell different stories about my life, experiences, wisdom, anything to help inspire and encourage others. You were born with the ability to change someone's life, and you should never waste it. If you enjoy, please like, comment, or subscribe.
Kingcayne.
Alright, what's going on, y'all? So I had nothing really planned for conversation. Yo, I had nothing planned for a conversation today. Also, this looks like this is going to be an interesting one. Alright. Let's figure this out. I'm sure I'm just supposed to throw the boulder back at him, but why is it so delayed? Alright. Let's do this. Buddy's flexing on me. Yo, you see his legs? This man skipped leg day. I'm not. Alright. I'm actually not sure how to do this. And I'm guessing I can't get over the lava. Oh, okay. This man want to flex on me? Okay, this isn't terrible. So anyway, just had to learn the mechanics real quick. So the lesson for today's Gems in Gaming, I'm just going to say yes to you. Say yes to you. So I just did DreamHack for our business. My wife and I have a business, Pitch Play Co. If you're not familiar. Hopefully you are familiar now and you will go and support our business. But if you were at DreamHack 2023, then you came up to our booth and you showed us love and you supported our business, and thank you for that, because that was an awesome experience. It's crazy because I'm a small time creator and a small business owner, so it's cool to get invited and be a part of cool events like that. But a lot of the times I don't do much in terms of getting my opportunities. Really, you guys know I just walk by faith. I say yes to the right opportunity, and if it feels good for me, I say yes to it, and I end up being able to do DreamHack as 1 year and 4 months in. So it's amazing when you actually say yes to yourself. Because I said no to myself a long time. All right, I said no to me and yes to others people's dreams quite often. And because of that, I didn't really get to see early on in my life the benefits of saying yes to myself. The positive outcome of taking a chance on yourself, and unfortunately a lot of people don't. The reason you should say yes to yourself is because you need to practice. Okay, can I jump on the cold things? I can. All right. You need to practice first off, you need to practice saying no to stuff that's not good for you. All right? Often we don't do that. Often a friend asks us to do something, or a family member, someone we really care for, and they ask us to do something that we're uncomfortable with. Sometimes it's, malicious, and you got to figure out how to get those people who are bad for you out of your circle if you can. But also, sometimes it's not malicious at all. Sometimes it's just other people saying yes to themselves and they need your help with something, right? And because you're a nice person, or because you want them to succeed, and you want them to do well, you go, oh yeah, sure, I'll do that thing for you. Right? You're saying yes to them. Now you say yes to them, you're uncomfortable, and you have no idea how that would impact your relationship in the future because you're doing something you're not comfortable with, and if you're not comfortable with it, you're probably not, whatever it is you're doing, you're not probably doing it at the best of your capabilities, the best, you know, the most efficient way possible and the most healthy way for you too. That's why you should always practice saying yes to you, because if you said yes to you in that scenario, then you would know that you are uncomfortable in that situation, and now you do not have to get yourself in a position or situation that you are not proud of. All right, and the only way you would get that is not saying yes to other people, but saying yes to you. Saying yes to you does result in saying no to other people, and that's okay. I love like the position I'm in now in my life because people call and ask me for advice, depending on the scenario. If they think I'll help, my advice is helpful. I'm like, yeah, absolutely, I'd love to give you advice. This is what I do. So someone calls me recently and they're like, man, I'm having this. I'm like having something at my house. I don't want this person's so so they was just gonna bait me with the okay I feel it. I don't want this person in my house. This person has to come with a friend who I invited. What should I do? I said, honestly, this is probably not what you want to hear, but you need to tell your friend, like, hey, look, it actually is an intimate setting. Can you, I'd rather us like hang out, all of us together at another party, but like at this party it's kind of intimate because I don't know your friend that well. I'd rather us hang out outside of this. Now, you don't have to give away that many details, but sometimes giving the people that you're saying no to options, or you telling them why you'd rather this not happen, it'll be really revealing for you who's really in your corner or who's in it just to abuse and use you. All right, I remember a scenario. It was like years ago. I was probably 26, and I threw a lot of parties at my old apartment, and I remember someone was like, "Hey, can I bring my younger brother?" I'm like, oh yeah, no doubt, for sure. How old is your younger brother? Oh, they're 15. Now, my parties were very adult. Very, very adult. When I grew up, I actually went to a lot of adult parties as a minor. Like, I was just in the area. Like, I've been to a lot of adult parties. I understand that, as a teenager, you are really mature. You're mature enough to handle some adult things. That being said, no. No. I couldn't. I was just like, I ain't gonna cap. It's kind of adult party here, maybe not this party, but maybe maybe another thing they can come to. All right. So I said to the person who was asking if their brother could come, and this person was pissed, like calling me all sort of names, like, really? You ain't gonna let my brother come? You this, you that? And it's like, I feel you. Gotta defend fam, but nah, fam, you can't do that. One, I wouldn't even feel comfortable. Two, like, I don't know how my guests would feel. They walk into a party, and they like, yo, who's this? And I'm like, oh, that's so and so's 15-year-old brother. But go ahead and talk and say all the stuff you want to say. Enjoy yourself. Do whatever. Pretend he's not here. Like, bro, I'm not like that. If someone walks in my crib, I want to make sure they're comfortable. Right? So like, nah, you can't come through. Man, they were pissed at me. I got called all sorts of names. But I don't care, but I'm just letting you guys know, like, when you say yes to you, the people that really are taking advantage of your relationship and only say yes to themselves only say yes to themselves, they'll be revealed, no problem. Like, no problem. You know, because initially I wouldn't. Initially I was like, yeah, sure, of course. I'm like, of course your little brother can go. Oh, it's your little brother. I didn't even know you had a little brother. Been to all these adult parties with you. Didn't even know you had a sibling. How old is he? Oh, 15. No, I can't even. I can't even hold you. You gonna have to tell him it's a no go. But you know, me being true to me, actually revealed who was for me and who wasn't. Right? Because if you for yourself, you know, saying no to stuff that makes you uncomfortable, and someone says to you, "Oh, you mother," and they go ham on you, then honestly, you're not doing anything wrong for me. You're actually showing me that, you know, oh, it's not. You're actually showing me that, all right, I don't need to be around you anyway. Because if you tripping like this over at my house, then shoot, I hate to be invited to your crib, because if I do something wrong, it's a wrap. Or if I say something, if I say no to something that I don't want to do, you know, you going ham on me, right? So I say all that to say, like, I've learned just in my life to say yes to you more and say no to what you should be saying no to, which is things that make you uncomfortable. Now, sometimes you have to do sacrifices for family and friends and loved ones. Sometimes, right? And I say that sometimes, like, not all the time. And people will say, "Don't you love me? Don't you do this?" It's like, yeah, I do, but I love me too. And me's telling me no. So I gotta say yes to me. Well, my wife and I was watching reels the other day, and one of them was the red car theory. I take no credit for this story I'm about to tell you. I love the, I love the analogy, so I want you guys to hear it. So, the red car theory is, you know, the person who was saying this asked the person who was listening, "Hey, have you heard of the red car theory?" And the person's like, "No, I never heard of this. Tell me more." They said, "Well, how many red cars did you see on the way here today?" It's like, I don't even, maybe a few. I don't know. She's like, "Okay, but you don't know, right?" Now, if I told you that, can I get this still? Yeah. If I told you that I pay you for every red car you saw, you know, would you notice the red cars then? They were like, "Heck yeah, I noticed the red. Matter of fact, I saw 20 red." Okay, they can't do that, bro. Like, this game is, it's too trippy for having me just shoot up into the sky like that. They said, "Yeah, of course I noticed the red cars." Then, well, she said, "Well, that's how opportunities in life work. Like, when you now know what the opportunity looks like, or you now know what you should be, okay, you now know what you should be paying attention to, then you're going to notice the more red cars on the road." That's how opportunities in life work, and I agree with that statement 100%. I told you I walk by faith. Once I knew what I was walking for, I knew where to look. Plain and simple. I knew, okay, this is an opportunity for me. This is not an opportunity for me. This is something I need to avoid immediately. Right? The endorsement deals, like stuff like companies I shouldn't partner with. I pay attention closely. You know, and it's not a overnight thing. Like, you'll just notice everything immediately. I'm not saying that, but you will start to pay attention and start to see things more and more clear. And because you've been practicing saying yes to you, you know what to say yes to in the future and what to say no to. You know, people partner with me often. And the people who I enjoy working with most are not the people that, you know, are looking for me for a job. You know, the people who are looking for me for an opportunity to improve their own professional lives. Like those are the people I enjoy the most, because I know with or without me, you're dude, you're going to make sure you get this opportunity. And because I like that, I want that passion around me. It's like, yo, I need that. I need that. Whenever I hear no, I don't feel like people are saying no to me anymore. Like, I know how much work I put in. I know how much work my team puts in. If you saying no to me, you're saying no to yourself. Because I'm going to be good with or without you. When you saying yes to you and you end up working with me, I love that. Because it's like, dang, like, I know regardless of your situation or your life, you going to dominate no matter what. I know because, oh my, just because of what you say yes to and what you say no to. And it's, the more you say yes to yourself, the more obvious it is to see it in people. But I would have never thought this way or got to this level until I started saying yes to me. So I was, like I said, I was doing freestyle. I'm actually giving up or giving my switch to my nephew for Christmas. And he doesn't watch this, so he's not gonna know. But or if he does, he might see it after Christmas. So I wanted to see how far I got before I gave it up. Yeah, that just threw me off. I guess I wasn't supposed to land here, and I just got lucky. But cool. I mean, yeah, fun. Yeah, so if you do see me playing Crash again, I do own it on Steam, but I'm gonna be so far from where I'm at now, but it's all good. I'm sure my nephew would love it, and I don't. I got plans for 2024 with my content and my business, so I don't plan on playing the Switch that much in the next year. So if you guys see me on it again, I'm either probably playing Kelly's or I did get a new one, but I want my nephew to have this. So anyway, I say all that to say, just like, that's why we got to do Crash for a little bit. So even though I'm freestyling today, let's see how far I can get. If I lose all my lives now, then I'm just done. But that's the concept that I want you guys to pay attention to, is say yes to you. You're not saying, when you say no or when you say yes, you are not saying it for other people. If you have that mentality, then what you say yes to and what you say no to changes significantly. You know, you gotta ask yourself, is this something that will benefit me? If the answer is yes, or maybe I'll check it out, right? If you say it might benefit me, but it's cool, okay, or you're passing up on it, okay, well, you're passing that up on, your opportunity, not anyone else's. You say, oh, this might not be for me, but I'm curious. When you say yes, you're saying yes to you, and you're going to scope out the opportunity, even if you don't know what it'll be. Dude, I do this. My wife and I do this often. What? My toe touched this dude and I died. My wife and I do that often, especially with business. We know, there's so many things we want to say no to. You guys have no idea. And there are things that we 100%, yeah, I deserve that, do say no to off rip. We don't even think about it. No, we're not doing that. But we've learned, with practice, okay, this is an opportunity we should say yes to. Okay, this is an opportunity we should wait on and review and check out. We're patient with what we say no to and yes to, but we do have a good understanding of what we are now saying yes and no to. Because we now know, if we don't go, then we know we missed out. Some people, some people feel like, you missed out on me. I'm gonna be there, and you said no to me. That's what some people feel like. You know, they feel like they're hot stuff. They're this. They're that. Like, you know, if you say no to a friend, they're like, "Oh, I can't believe you said no to me." Me and my wife don't care about that. We're like, all right, cool. We gonna still end up, you know, doing what we focused on doing. You know, don't feel bad about. We don't feel bad about rejection. We understand it's a part of it. You know, how to make Crash harder. Disconnect the controller while playing. Yeah, you'll end up loving it. But so yeah, it's like it helps with your relationship with potential business partners. It helps you keep it professional and never personal. Helps with your relationship with friends, family. You know, especially when you're on a track that we're going, like we're doing some amazing things for our early years in business that we see a ton of people often asking to be a part of the ride. And we're like, yeah, sure, no doubt. And sometimes those yeses be backfire on us, and we learn, like, oh, okay. Can't say yes to everybody. We learn that quick, like, cannot say yes to everybody. Some people you say yes to, some people will not match or align with your goal. And that's okay. Oh my God. That's okay, because when we figure out those people that don't align, we're like, all right, now we have a clear understanding of what and who we are saying yes to in the future. Right? All of this is through patience and practice. Patience and practice. Patience and practice. We've said no to opportunities we should have said yes to. We said yes to opportunities we should have said no to. And we now see, though, that it's all about us at the end of the day. Our yeses, our nos, you know, it impacts us. It doesn't impact anyone else as much as it impacts us. Now, I'm sure there's someone who is going to come up with some scenario where saying yes impacts other people more. And you are most likely right, sir or ma'am. But what I am saying is say yes to you. I'm just saying, have that mentality. You know, when you say yes and no, say yes and no to you, for you. No one else. No one else. One, you'll appreciate yourself more. People who, just from our experience, business partners, when they work with you, will understand you and appreciate just you a lot more, honestly. Like, they're like, oh, okay, you're keeping it real with me about this, and, you know, I know you are certain about this thing or uncertain. Like, the respect you get from everyone around you because you're so confident in what you do and who you are is next level. Okay. All right. All right. We'll try this two more times. And I've never been here before. Alright, so I have to. Okay, I gotta make it and then go all the way back. That's not terrible. It's gonna be more difficult with me trying to have a serious conversation and not focus, but let's try it one more time. I said two more. And I know what you're thinking. Yeah, if you give up though, Kingcayne, you're only giving up on you. You're saying no to you. You are 100% right, and I am confidently gonna miss this opportunity because I'm not about to go through that. All right, so well, let's see if we can beat this. Let's see if we can beat this level for our last time playing Crash on this save. Alright, jump where the fruit is. That's all fruit. Man, this is the speed is crazy. Oh, let's go. Let's go. I'm gonna miss these saves and all 6 of these lives that I'm totally going to keep if I keep playing and never lose. But yeah, let's say all these boxes are opportunities. Great, but you missed 25, 26, 27, 28, 30, 31, 32, 33. You missed all these different opportunities. All right, just trying to get to the finish line. I know what you're thinking. It's my fault because I said no to it. And you're right. But that's the whole point. Say yes to you because you deserve it. Plain and simple. Y'all take it easy and God bless.